WrestleMania 36. I won't be there. Will you not be? I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blogger who always tells it like it is. Okay, let's get right to it. We have a lot of matches to go to. Probably more than WWE thought they'd have to if they were still in Tampa. And since I don't know which match is on which day, I'll just slap it all in here. So here are my predictions for WrestleMania, the social distancing edition. Let's start with Otis from Heavy Machinery versus Dolph Ziggler. Okay, look, this whole Beauty and the Beast thing was cute from the start. And Otis helping Mandy out at the Royal Rumble was cute and all, but I think we all knew that there was no chance of them hooking up. This love story is getting Lashley, Lana, Rusev levels of uncomfortable now, even with that truth will be told stuff. And yes, Ziggs doesn't have a great record at WrestleMania, but he'll get his second win here. Winner is Dolph Ziggler. Elias versus King Corbin. Oh, how the mighty are falling. Going from awesome popularity to playing stooge to someone trying to stay relevant. But enough dissing about Elias. Quite frankly, this whole walk with Elias thing is getting old. Not that King Corbin isn't, but at least he's sticking with the crown, cape, and scepter. Something rarely seen these days. I want to see Corbin go for a title again, but he won't until Elias drifts away. Winner is King Corbin. Kevin Owens against the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. Rollins has the AOP and maybe Murphy by his side. What the hell does KO have? Yeah, he's tenacious, but he's always been that, long before he did the face turn. But the odds are simply too much for him to overcome. Plus, I don't think his mindset can handle an empty building match. He wants to hear the crowd because that's the only thing that makes him know he's still loved around here. Not this time he ain't, though. Winner is Seth Rollins. Aleister Black against Bobby Lashley. Black has definitely come a long way since last WrestleMania when he and Ricochet over the course of a 3-day weekend lost 3 tag team title matches. Ricochet had his bump up and blew it, now it's Black's turn. Lashley? I'll admit he's a tough guy, but his only win at WrestleMania was 13 years ago. And Donald Trump was in his corner. Forgive me, conservatives, but that's a strike right there. And Lana is no Melania, no matter what accent she puts on. Winner is Aleister Black. Last man standing match, Edge against Randy Orton. Edge has waited 9 years to return to WrestleMania after having to give up his World Heavyweight Championship and wind up on his ridiculous WWE Network show with his brother, Christian. Now he's back for maybe the last time WrestleMania of his career, and nobody's there to cheer like they did at Royal Rumble. Sad, really. That being said, the two are pretty evenly matched history-wise. It's just Randy's had more experience. But you do not drag someone's wife into this. The last time Orton RKO'd a woman, he got his ass handed to him by The Undertaker at WrestleMania 21. Lightning will strike twice. On this day, Orton will see clearly that he shouldn't have messed with the rated R superstar. Winner is Edge. Boneyard match. Whatever the hell that is. Undertaker against AJ Styles. Anyone else want to see this WrestleMania match instead of, say, Roman Reigns beating Undertaker a few years ago? Sadly, the streak's already broken. Not the win streak, the appearance streak. If Undertaker had shown up last year instead of Mr. Thugonomics, he'd have kept that streak alive. Undertaker is always a big draw for WrestleMania, so as long as Michelle McCool says it's alright, he'll keep putting that battered body in harm's way. You think Alan Jones is onto something when it comes to Mark Calloway? Now, whatever a boneyard match is, it has got to play into Undertaker's strengths. And sure, Gallows and Anderson will more likely intervene, but it's like the Greek god of war Ares on a battlefield. Put the Undertaker in a morbid place and it's instant home field advantage. And he can't be stopped. Winner is the Undertaker. AJ won't be one of the three in 24-3. Firefly Funhouse match, whatever the hell that is. John Cena against the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Oh boy. Why exactly am I getting House of Horrors flashbacks now? Or worse, Ultimate Deletion flashbacks? Ugh. This is going to be a joke match, no doubt about it. The Fiend will try to freak out Cena with his puppets and other mind games, not realizing that, well, Cena doesn't have much of a mind left to play with. Especially in this company. Cena should have just stuck to his original plan and stayed out of WrestleMania. It'll be brutal, but if they bring the unstoppable Fiend back from where he was left in Saudi Arabia 5 weeks ago, Cena will be sent back to the set of Hobbs and Shaw 2 on a stretcher. Winner is the Fiend. Women's Tag Team title match. The Kabuki Warriors defend against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Not sure where the hell Kairi Sane's been this last month. But I'll admit that Asuka's been pulling double shift with her Japanese ranting during and after each match. And Asuka's going absolutely nuts and I'm loving it. But it's high time they defended those white belts. They haven't since last TLC. And that match was a mustard truck. Or rhymes with it. Then again, Bliss Cross hasn't been jumping at the title since they lost them back at Hell in a Cell. We all know how bad that pay-per-view was. If they want to keep pushing Asuka as a fruitcake, she and Sane need to drop the titles. Or better still, they need to retire the titles. It's just not doing it for me anymore. For now, though, winners and new champs, Bliss Cross. Raw Tag Team Championship. Street Profits against Angel Garza and Austin Theory. Seriously, I had Dawkins and Ford long before Andrade pulled out. Again. Seriously, someone take that U.S. title from me, and he doesn't deserve it. Anyway, Theory has won only one match in the last 12 weeks. And Garza has more experience fighting Theory than teaming with him. I don't see Team Vega going anywhere. Of course, the Street Profits haven't exactly been busy over the last year, but the point is, they're a solid team, and Team Vega ain't. So winners and still champs, the Street Profits. They want the smoke, and they'll get it. SmackDown Tag Team Title Ladder Match. Miz and John Morrison versus the Usos versus the New Day. No two ways about it. After WrestleMania, SmackDown needs fresh tag teams. Don't care whom. Grizzled young veterans, Mustache Mountain, Lorcan and Birch, the Undisputed Era for all I care. Just get someone in there to contend. Still don't know how the hell Eminem survived Elimination Chamber with the titles intact, but they are not masters of ladder matches. Sure, Miz became Mr. Money in the Bank a decade ago, but that was against Morrison, not with him. The Usos and the New Day are still the premier tag teams on SmackDown, unfortunately, so one of them must succeed. And given that I'm getting sick and tired of the New Day winning title after title, there's just one team left for me to root for. Winner and new champs, the O's. Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn defends against Daniel Bryan. Deja vu, ain't it? At WrestleMania 30, Bryan went through all three members of Evolution to become WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and the next year he fought off 7 others to win the Intercontinental Championship. Last year he lost the WWE title to Kofi Kingston, and now he's challenging for the IC title again. Now numbers don't seem to lie, and by my calcs, Zayn has a 3-2 advantage with Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro by his side. Daniel only has Drew Gulak and his slideshow. But maybe that's enough? If Gulak is as good at pointing out weaknesses as he says he is, he just might point Bryan in the right direction and find that chink in Zayn's armor. which is just about everywhere on his body. Zayn has never won a WrestleMania match. Bryan has won 3 with a title on the line. If Gulak can find a way to get Cesaro and Nakamura kicked out, then it'll be Yes-Mania all over again. This could go one of 2 ways. Either Gulak betrays Bryan and joins Zayn's clique, or Gulak helps out to give Bryan the win. Call me an optimist when it comes to Bryan. Winner and new champ, Daniel Bryan. NXT Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley goes against Royal Rumble winner Charlotte Flair. Still can't believe I'm saying. I can't believe that Flair would go back to NXT after being such a big part of the women's revolution on Raw and SmackDown. And I won't believe it. Don't get me wrong. Charlotte has massive skills. You don't become an 11-time champ in the WWE by accident. But Rhea Ripley is the future of the women's division in the WWE. She's been a 2-time champ to end 2019, and I don't see her stopping anytime soon. Flair still has some time to tie her old man title-wise, but going backwards, despite that NXT is now considered equal to Raw and SmackDown, isn't the way to go. Winner and still champion, Rhea Ripley. SmackDown Women's title, Fatal 5-Way Elimination Match. Bayley defends against Tamina, Lacey Evans, Naomi, and Sasha Banks. Now if this were still happening in Tampa, I'd give little pause about this. But now being held in Orlando, so close to Naomi's hometown, still a little pause. Naomi still needs to be a bit more polished before she holds gold again. Tamina just came back, so no. Lacey has tried and tried with no success to get both Raw and SmackDown titles over the last year. This leaves the so-called best buds. They may team up to take out everyone else, but then what? We all know Banks is so not above betraying her friends, especially if it means winning a title. You honestly think she's gonna lay down for Bayley? No. Winner and new champ Sasha Banks. Oh, but Bayley, keep the current outfit and attitude. Anti-heroes are still nice to have around. Raw Women's title, the man, Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Very rare has a champion left one WrestleMania with a title and returned the next WrestleMania with the same title. Even more rare is that someone holding that title for the entire time. I think Brock Lesnar was the last one to do it, but unlike Lesnar, Lynch actually defended her title many times. She's not the man just because she says she is on ESPN commercials. She proves it. However, I'm starting to think she's just about worn out her welcome as the Red Brand's queen. She's faced and beaten pretty much every woman on the roster, but she's never faced someone like Baszler. Well, okay, she did face Baszler one time at Survivor Series, but it was Bayley who tapped out. Baszler is as vicious as Lynch and with even less scruples. And the way she dominated the Elimination Chamber? Who can stop her? This, I believe, will be the match of the weekend. It'll be brutal, it may be bloody, but in the end, Baszler will reign. Winner and new champ, Shayna Baszler. Universal Championship, Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. Now, when it was Goldie versus Roman Reigns, I was really looking forward to it. Battle of the Spears, a Hall of Famer versus a future Hall of Famer. Roman finally getting back a primary title. How can you do better? Then Reigns pulled out. Understandably, mind you. I mean, he's still in remission, and his immune system is as brittle as Alex Trebek's, no doubt. He needs to get back to his family and stay there until this whole mess passes. And then they announced Reigns' replacement, Braun Strowman. And I was like, yeah! Finally! At last! Strowman is finally getting the primary recognition that he needed. And to answer a previous question, this can do better. 2 rhinos charging towards each other. Old school brute versus new school brute. And yes, this is Braun's first ever singles match at WrestleMania, but Goldie lost the Universal title before WrestleMania. Why not again? Goldie, thanks for the trip down memory lane, but your time is up. Winner and new champ, Braun Strowman. Get your hands on that title. Finally, WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar against Royal Rumble winner Drew McIntyre. Seriously? You honestly believe they built this up just so much just for Drew to lose again? Yes, Brock Lesnar did beat Ty Strowman's record for the most single Royal Rumble eliminations, and Brock's was better since he tossed out nearly half the competition instead of just a quarter. But though Drew hasn't yet thanked Ricochet for setting out the Claymore kick out of the Royal Rumble, he did last longer time-wise than Lesnar did, and for the most part, he had more than 2 men in the ring with him. This is Drew's chance that he was denied during his first run with the WWE when he started off strong and ended up with the 3MB. The Chosen One has returned to become the first Scottish-born superstar with a primary WWE title. If the WWE is smart, this will be the first match of Saturday, and it will be quick and decisive, like Drew slipping out of an F5 and Claymore kicking Brock several times to put him down for good. Winner and new champ, Drew McIntyre. Those are my picks. What will happen afterwards, now that Florida's on lockdown, who knows? Unless Vince and Triple H convince DeSantis that the WWE is essential, they'll either have to move to a warehouse in West Wachamatella, Idaho, or shut it down until about a month before Money in the Bank. In any case, I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. See ya.